Dear reader, my acid reflux has been running hot for years now. I've tried the obvious things, changing what I eat, when I eat, how fast I eat, how much I eat, and some of it even helped. But when the obvious things didn't completely solve the problem, I realized something I know and occasionally need to relearn. The stomach is where you digest your reality, not just your food, but everything. The things you're processing, the things you're resisting, the things you're in the middle of that don't have names yet. Mine is burning because I am, in fact, in the middle of something, a composting season, if you will. Not a building season, though there are things I'm starting to build, but the part before that, where the old stuff breaks down to feed whatever grows next, it is not glamorous work. In fact, it's a bit stinky and you really can't rush it. Here's what it looks like from the inside of my closet right now. I have a gorgeous Halston dress there, silky, flowing, sexy, the kind of dress that announces itself when it walks in the room. I bought it when I was building a particular version of myself, the elevated corporate version, the I have arrived version, and I wore it well, and I loved it. I don't think it fits who I'm becoming now, but I'm not sure I'm done fully grieving it either. There's a Diane von Furstenberg in there, a silly experiment on a shopping trip with colleagues that I put on fully expecting to laugh my ass off, but it was perfect. Like a soft green, translucent jellyfish with just a little creativity and plenty of cleavage. Again, for a version of myself 10 years or more ago and not quite right for me now. And there's also a few BCBG blazers that are perfectly fine and completely not mine. And then there are the heels, shelves of them. Beautiful, velvet, sparkly suede reptile, all unworn since approximately March 2020. I fell in love with flats, or more accurately, fell more deeply in love with comfort during COVID, and that relationship has only grown. So I don't think the heels are coming back. In fact, when I try to put them on, I feel off balance, decentered, and disconnected from the ground. I've known this for a while, and yet. Last week, for the first time, instead of donating everything quietly and getting nothing back, I listed a piece on Poshmark, a small rebellion, because these clothes deserved better than a bin bag, and I deserve to earn a small return on a relationship that's expired. There's also a self-image I'm composting alongside the clothes. I don't miss being the hot 30-year-old. She was wonderful and exhausting and far too susceptible to other people's opinions about who she should be. But I do miss the smooth skin, as mine is starting to grow papery and patinaed. What I'm walking toward doesn't have a full name yet, just qualities I want to keep: elegant, relaxed, and some I haven't quite defined. I think it might involve caftans and color. Let's just say I'm keeping an open mind. The closet between seasons is a real thing. You've changed your body, your work, your sense of what you're actually here to do, and the wardrobe hasn't caught up yet. Or you haven't had the bandwidth, or some part of you is still hoping the old version might fit again. I am not immune to this. I want to be very clear about that. I have 18 years of tools, and I still stood in front of my closet recently and felt the specific grief of outgrowing things I used to love. Still felt the pull to keep those things, just in case of what, I'm not entirely sure. Even if I could imagine some future occasion, that future will require a version of me I'm stepping into, not the one hanging on the bar. The between time asks you to be honest about that, which is harder than it sounds when the thing you're composting was something you worked hard for and genuinely loved. I do trust that what's coming next is worth clearing the ground for most days. Some mornings at 4 a.m. when the apprehension of the unknown wakes me up, less so. But this is what composting actually looks like. It's not a single brave decision, but several teeny tiny ones. It's getting grounded in the present when the fear wakes you, making the Poshmark listing and choosing not to close the closet door just one more time. I'm sure with more pondering, more grieving, and more breathing, my stomach will settle. And eventually, so will my closet. I'll keep you posted. XO, Catherine.